Hey everybody, this is a good Sunday. I'm here to let everybody know I've been on a good, healthy trip. I've let everybody know about the awareness of epilepsy. It's more to it to me than everybody know. Uh, as far as with epilepsy, it's kind of hard for everybody to know what it's about, and it's hard for everybody to sit here and actually talk about it. For me, it's kind of hard for me to actually sit here and talk about it, knowing what's going on in this world now today, and how people actually treat everybody. So, for me to come out, it's kind of hard for me to actually come out to let everybody know what's been going on with me and what I was born with. Um, to start off, I was born with more than just having seizures, epilepsy. I was highly autistic. Most people probably won't believe it. Most people in my family never seen it. It's due to the fact that my mom actually took her time and actually did what she had to do. If people actually take their time and actually see the signs and know what the signs are, as far as with autistic, um, having seizure, epilepsy, just find out what type of signs, look it up, see different type of things that people see, because it's very hard to even tell. People like us, it's very hard for us to even try to even work every day, deal with this every day, and still have a life. We want to have a life just like everybody else. We want to be normal just about like everybody else. But all in the same instant, you know, oh, that's my son if you hear in the background. I'm proud to be a father. So if you hear noises in the background, that's my son. um, it's just me personally. I'm just actually here to be a witness that at the age that I'm at right now, I'm about to be 36. Um,
Next
it's
month.
it's just kind of amazing because throughout everything that I've been through, I was born without a corpus callosum. If most people don't know what that is, I would love for you to look it up. It's the part of your brain that electrifies your left and right brain to let you know how to function right, to move your right hand, your left hand, basically like your motor skills, to learn how to talk and everything. I was born without that. Doctors, they done did tests. They was asking how was I able to live without it. I don't know. The only thing that I know is that I thank God for it, because you know what? I wouldn't even much be here. I was supposed to be retarded. I was supposed to be everything that the doctor said I am. But I'm here. I'm normal, you know, and I'm blessed. So, I mean, what more can I say? It's hard, but I would love for everybody to see, from time to time, it's kind of questionable, yes, but from time to time, I would love for y'all to see what I go through on a daily basis: headaches, drainage, everything, and dealing with my kids, dealing with life, and just the struggle of what my wife and what I have to deal with in front of my kids. I don't want my kids to see that, and I have to make sure that my kids understand that right now at this age they don't know what's going on with their dad, but eventually I will have to end up telling them what's going on with me, which is going to be hard. And it's hard for my wife because it's something that she's been through, she got out of, but with her, she's dealing with a whole lot. But on top of that, she's dealing with her kids. Not only that, we have our roommate, which is going through a whole lot, and she's always there. So it's always something that's always, I don't know, pretty much. Uh, I don't know, what can I say. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I can't. I'm being honest. I'm being for real. As far as with as far as with my son, um,
Today he changed toys.
he today he changed torrents. He's 2, and he's very smart. I mean, I would really love Samaj. Come here. Give me those. Thank you. Come here. Say hey.
Hey.
Say how you doing. See, this is my 2-year-old. Tell him how old you. Huh?
2.
You 2? How old you about to be?
2.
You about to be 2? How old you about to be next year? What's the next number after 2?
2.
Look.
No. It's what? 3?
3.
Huh?
3.
Say it again. 3. So, as you can see, you know, with him, I kind of watch out for every little sign with him, you know, also with my daughter, and also I have a newborn, so it's just sometimes I'm hoping that I kind of really can catch it early with him and also with my daughter, and just pray that they don't go through the same situation that I go through, and that they are very, very smart in their own little individual ways. So I would love for that to keep happening, and that I keep seeing them grow up to live their life, because, you know, with me going through my situations, I think about it every day, and it's like very hard that I do have seizures at night when I sleep. I don't know how. I take pills, I do everything that the doctor say do, and I still have them. So, you know, I just pray every day that I wake up and see the kids just be happy. So, most of my life I kind of can remember, but most of my life I kind of can't. If most people can remember, it's to the fact that they have to remind me of certain things. But, you know, to me, I always kept things to myself, because, you know, how everybody really like treated me, or how they looked at me, or how they felt, you know. So, you know, we're in the world that bullying is like the #1 thing, and you don't want to deal with that, and you don't want to really deal with or tell nobody what type of situation that you be in, as far as with this type of condition that be egging you and be dealing that you deal with every day, that you have a family that you deal with. Like with me, I have a family that I have to deal with every day. So this is something that I have to deal with every single day, and every day that I go through it is, it's a struggle. Yes, it is. I don't know, like, I don't know what can I say, because, I mean, like I say, it's kind of hard really to actually say that it's hard to come out, because you don't know what people really feel about a grown person going through seizure situations, especially a male like me that have a family and deal with situations, and it's like everyday struggle, and people just be like, oh, you the man of the house and you don't understand if you ever been in somebody's shoes. I don't never knock nobody for what they do. I shouldn't knock nobody for what they do, because you don't know what nobody go through, or what anybody go through. But all at the same instant is, what is your faith? Where is your faith at? Like, My faith is above all what everybody is saying, beyond books and everything else. My faith is because if it wasn't for God and my mom praying for me, I would not be here still. I would not have no way, no cousins, nobody. My cousins wouldn't even much see me. My family, my friends, none of y'all would ever see me like grow, see me at all because guess what? The situation that I got going on, I kept it to myself. Things that y'all see me do, staring off and everything else, it's because I have staring spells. That's what you call staring spells. Like different lights and shiny things and different stuff that I can't really do. Yes, I played football, I did all that. But guess what? I still had to deal with it. And I kept it to myself. I kept everything to myself. Why? Because I asked God to help me through everything. Because I know He was my strength. And it's just kind of hard when people don't understand about what people go through in everyday struggle about having epilepsy. Even with young people like my son, it's hard to deal with a child to go through epilepsy and hoping that they get up out of that soon and catching it early. Because if it don't, it's going to continue to keep going. And I understand that people have different meanings of the cancer and everything else. I understand that. I'm not knocking none of that. But you also have the mind. The mind is the best place to go to. And guess what? That's where the worst people will be at. Alzheimer's, autism, epilepsy. It all affects the mind. How can you sit here and think? How can you sit there and motorize and do anything if everything is affecting your brain? People don't think about that. You have brain cancer. How can you do that? Tell me how. But guess what? They don't come out, people don't sit there and they don't push this issue. Why? Because it's not important to them. Why? Because everybody can get over a situation about epilepsy. Are you sure about that? Because even though if people take their pills and everything else, guess what they do? They hide in the light again. They hide in the darkness. Why? Because guess what? They want to go back out there and work, but guess what? There's the liability. Guess what they have to do? Find another job. Find another job. Find another job. Why? Because they doing good, but then after a while, guess what? They slow down because what? Now they got epilepsy. Guess what? They having seizures. They can't put it down because guess what? It's a liability whether a job want them or not. That's true. It doesn't matter what type of job. You can sit down, you can do whatever you want. But when that seizure come on, guess what? Can't nobody help that. Can't nobody sit there and help you. You have to sit there and deal with it with yourself. All they can do is sit there and let you go through it. That's it. Once you come back to it, that's if you come back to it. Because sometimes some people go into it and stay in a coma. Some people never come back. Other people, they get lost. Think about the young girl. She had what? Epilepsy. She got lost. You got to think about that. We sit here and walk down the street. All of a sudden, we have a seizure out of nowhere. We lost. We don't know where we going. We could be lost anywhere. But guess what? Ain't nobody thinking not of one time about what's going on, what happened. But people that understand, that's listening right now, will understand what I'm talking about right now. Everybody else would not. Why? Because they don't know the signs. They not understanding what's going on. It's difficult. Because guess what? People like me that have it, it's not coming out to tell what's going on with them. And even if they are, you're not listening. You want to know why? Because you're not seeing the signs about what's going on with them. You're not seeing nothing that's going on with them. You're not paying attention to how they act or what's coming on about it. Why? I can tell when I have one. Why? Because it's an aura. It's a certain type of smell. I feel a certain type of way. I have a headache. Everything. Guess what? I can feel it. And I can tell them, hey, listen, I don't feel too good. And I can lay down. Guess what I'm about to do? Lay down. Relax. But guess what? I still have to take care of my kids. I still have to do this. I still have to do that. That's when my mind goes in and start kicking in. Why? Because I still have to maintain, but I have to think about my health though. Because I still want to be around for my kids. So now I'm fighting the battle because I still want to do for my kids, but also at the same time, I want to do what? Fight for my health. So I'm fighting the battle right now. And my health is more important. Come here. Come here. This is the newest edition right here. It's Torrance. So, as you can see, this is the new edition. So, we just try to maintain. You want to say anything to anybody about what situations I've been going through, what you've been dealing with? You gotta sit down in the show and let them know. What?
Go.
You scared?
Go.
Well, we gotta end up talking some more. We gonna probably get some questions and answers sooner or later. Give you some more updates on about what's be going on what my wife and our roommate go through as far as with what it is. So I mean, I got a whole lot more other stuff that I really would love for y'all to understand and talk about. So just for right now, that's just a little something to get off my chest. So I would love for you, Anna, come here. Say hey.
Hey.
Say happy epilepsy month.
I me hug.